What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Labor Day. Hopefully everybody enjoyed some time off today. At least most of you guys. Probably not everybody. Hopefully most of you guys, though. Big news for the M's. Harry Ford called up. That is big news, man. That's awesome, Garrett. When's he getting his debut? Do you know when he's going to show? That's exciting, man. All right. So I tell you what, before we jump into anything to do here, I'm going to clear these live fills for just 1 second. Before we do, let me get two numbers from you guys between 1 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the bottom. I'm going to let you guys pick the repacks, as always. Tomorrow? Nice. Have to check that one out. Did you get some rest too? No, I did. I got some rest. We went out yesterday. We took the kids to the park. We're trying to kind of get them into athletics, and so we're trying to get two girls, 9 and 7. So I'm trying to get them into tennis right now. So I think just a whole bunch of reasons why, but it was kind of what we decided we were going to try to start introducing them to. Something, low impact, nothing too crazy. Let's see pinch hits. Nice. Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, no, we went out, we got them rackets and hit the park, and it was a good time. Weather was great out here, so got to spend some time with the family. It was a good overall day. Jason, that's the thing, man. Lifetime sport, and for girls especially, I feel like there's a brighter future, more possibilities later on down the road. Not that they're going to be, professional tennis player or anything, but just to have the option. Like, I played football in high school, and I mean, dude, I was pretty much not gonna make it like long term. I didn't have enough size. I wasn't big enough. I was a defensive end, 6 foot tall as a defensive end. It's not quite gonna do it. So there's certain things that you're just kind of, naturally not gonna be able to do. And I figured, tennis is one of those that you can figure that out. You can get that practice. Pickleball, that's it. We've talked about getting into pickleball a few different times. I like tennis, man. I like playing tennis. Tennis is fun. So it's one of those things I can play with them. Tennis and golf are the two that I'm going to try to kind of steer them into tennis and golf, because those are things I can play with them, things I can introduce them to. I'm not great at either, but I'm okay. I can have fun. That's it. Yep, golf. Nah, dude, I'm 6 foot, man. I put on about 100 pounds since college, but not actually, but pretty close. No, in college I was like 5'11" and 3/4. You always get the little boost in the program, so I was listed at 6. It was like 6 flat. I think 235, if I'm not mistaken. So it's good enough in high school for sure, but not. I played Division I. I played for Middle Tennessee State, who at the time they had just gotten up into Division I. Like my freshman year, we played Ole Miss. We played Vanderbilt, and we played LSU. So 3 SEC schools. We actually beat Vanderbilt. That was great. We gave LSU a run. LSU won the SEC that year. Rohan Davey at quarterback. They beat us 30-14. We lost by 16 points, so two touchdowns. The one time we got waxed that year was Ole Miss. They beat us. I wanting to say it was 42-3, but not positive. It was Eli Manning was quarterback. It was 2001. Yeah. 2-6. Thank you, Tony. Perfect. So 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6. 2-6. The good old days. There we go. 410 in high school? Dude, hopefully just at the beginning. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to put these live fills back on the screen. This is what I got for you guys tonight. I'm going to keep putting the multiverse single box up until there's not a demand for it. What typically happens with multiverse is we usually do a bunch of these live fill single boxers for a while. There comes a point where we stop filling them. They won't close anymore. I'll go 2-3 days in a row. There no spots come down, and then I pull them down, and we go on to just 2 different boxes up. But as long as you're getting attention, as long as we're closing them, I'm going to keep putting them up. So it's up to you guys how long y'all want to run them. But I've got those are over here on the right side of the screen. I've got 8 boxes left from the cases that we left off of on Friday. So 6 spotter, $49 a spot. Each spot good for 5 random teams. Now only 1 card per box in the multiverse. Some boxes will have a bonus card. Some will have 2. Most of them will have 1. So 1 spot, maybe 2, will get a card. The other 4 or 5 spots that don't get a card will each get a pack out of a 24 Bowman Hobby box. The hobby box retails for around $240, $250, 24 packs. It's about $10 a pack. So you figure $50 in packs, $250 for the multiverse. That's 300 divided by 6, 49 bucks. Left side of the screen is just a more typical 25 Topps Finest box. We're at $40 a spot, which is basically retail. They're retailing on Blowout for $3.90. I added $10 for my sorter to spend a few minutes sorting the break. But it is a 10 spotter, each spot good for 3 random teams. We cracked a fresh case. That's the first box out, so I got 7 boxes left. This would be box number 2 out of that case if we can close it. So just like Garrett says, 3 and 7 in Finest, that's all I need. Just give me the spot number or numbers that you want. Specify what list they're for, and I'll go in here and update it. So the big thing there is do not send payment unless we close. If we don't close, you don't need to send. And that way I don't have to issue a refund. So we're going to see if we can fill it. This is for after the break, has nothing to do with the main break. This is just the 1 box, and again, independent from the main break. So just because you didn't make it into the main break doesn't mean you can't jump into the live fills. Just because you're in the main break doesn't mean you have to be in the live fills. One's not dependent on the other. So 3 and 7 down in Finest, and we'll see if we can keep getting those filled up. What else we got? Today's Monday. It's Labor Day, so it's kind of a weird day, but my sorter was able to come in. They got most everything sorted before they had to go. Tomorrow they're going to come back in and finish up. So I will be able to get, most of you guys should get your tracking printed tomorrow as normal. We may have a few stragglers that we have to finish up on Wednesday. If we do that, I would imagine the majority of those should still get out Wednesday. There might be a handful that we get out 1 day late, just with it being Labor Day today. But I think we're going to be able to keep the schedule pretty much on track. Daniel, I already got him. I got him on the way in today. Yeah, I knew that we probably, see over here, they cut off at 7 o'clock. So yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get them this afternoon. I actually stopped on my way in today and I got my tickets. So heads up, this is probably going to be my last stream with you guys. I do plan on winning that tonight. But if I do, we'll have a big party for afterwards. Everybody who's in here tonight, I'll make sure you guys get some fun. Let's see. All right, Garrett says hold them. All right, hold shipping for Garrett. I got you, bud. I'll wait till tomorrow to put in my notice, though. Just in case. All right. Let's see what else we got. We'll do the rest as we go. Let's crack into it. I do have an open football break. I got an open football break. These are the remaining teams in that one. If anybody needs a link, let me know. I'll drop it in the chat. Bears, Raiders, Colts, Bucks, Saints, and Seahawks are all on the board. 8-box break. And here, I'll show you what it looks like. Probably easier. There we go. Come on, I just had it. There. So that's the break. Illusions, Origins, which just released, Topps Chrome Hobby, Rare Edition Multiverse, 223 Optic Megas, 224 Select Blasters. So 8 boxer total. Again, got 6 teams left in that one, but that is what we got here. I'll give you guys a link here right now. I got it right here. There is the link to football. You wouldn't come be the helper? I'll just be breaking for fun. I would probably end up getting a case of everything just for myself. Just tell Jason, like, hey, just earmark me a case of every new release. I'll take it all. Dude, that'd be fun. I made the mistake of telling my kids, if we hit the lottery, I'll retire and we'll do all this. And actually, the Bucks just went down. They didn't just went down. They went down earlier and I missed them. Sorry. Bucks are off the board. 5 teams left. But yeah, now they're pressuring me to, come on, Dad, win the lottery. I should have done that. All right, hold on. Let me get back in the chat. Let's see what, man. They do not make it easy. There. Got it. All right. Knock the Bucks down. That went to Chris. I'll try to keep the football list updated so they're not getting double claimed. All right, let's do it, guys. We'll start with the retail. As always, work our way up. And here we go. Not enough paper in this one to warrant a paper spot, so I think the only paper here is in the blaster, so paper will get sorted and shipped. Some numbered paper right off the bat, but again, it's all being sorted. I am going to skim the base paper. Again, I'll sort it, I'll ship it. William Contreras, 73 out of 99, green paper pattern. Just trying to speed things up a little bit. Figure we don't need to read off all the paper. Luis Angel Acuna, Rookie of the Year favorites. Cole Fontanelli first and Romeo Sanabria first. Take everyone to the World Series game. I like it. I like it. Let's call them. One. I don't know how it is for you guys. It's it depends where, on your state. I'm wanting to say here I think the take home is, what is it? I got it on a website. There's this website that will show you like state by state what the take home is after the after the taxes and after the the everything. So Oregon's is about 264 out. So the 1.1 is really like 264 when it's all said and cleared. Like that is in your account. I can do some damage on 264. Sebastian Walcott, 18 on the top 100. Kevin Castillo first and Esteban Mejia first. Chase is taking screenshots, holding the receipts. That is legally binding. Or at least we'll probably find out if it is. Bishop Letson first and Blake Walters first. Graydon is loading. Kobe Mayo. Charlie Condon first. We'll top load the Condon paper. Kevin McGonigal first and Luis Pena. There we go. First Bowman Reptilian. That one's solid. One of the better prospects. Kind of a color match. A little bit. Not really. Pena. Take it. I'm going to sleeve a lot of these after the break as well. All of those like next tier prospects, unnumbered refractors, stuff like that. We'll sleeve those later. So Garrett, the sign that you see on the like that they advertise it's if you took it over 30. What it is there is an actual amount, and if you let them invest it for you into an annuity, it will pay out each year. And if you add up all of the annual payments, you'll get the 1.1 billion. And then you'll have to pay taxes on all that. So if you're like, no, I'll take the money and invest it myself. I don't want you guys to invest it for me and pay me out over 30 years. I'll just take that money and invest it myself. Well, then, okay, here's what it would be. Here's the lump sum. And then, of course, the taxes on that. So as interest rates are strengthening, that number starts to look bigger because they can make more interest on it out there, and it allows them to inflate that. Not inflate the number, but yeah, I mean, if they invested that for you when the economy is not doing really well and interest rates are really low, they're not going to be able to get as much of a return on it. So that number is going to be significantly smaller. So the gap between your lump sum versus what's on the billboard depends entirely on how interest rates are doing at the time. So the better the economy is doing, the larger the gap is. Rockstar rookies Drew Thorpe, Corey Lewis first, and Humberto Cruz first. Yeah, can't argue. I can't argue, man. It's a little lower here because of the state taxes, but I mean, it's just that one's going to depend where you're at. They have like special lottery taxes in some states. I'm pretty sure Oregon's one of them. JJ Weatherholt VIP, Lucas Ramirez first, and Jack Caglione. But yeah, like, dude, this site that I use, I don't know what it's called. It's USA Megas up there, but like they show you like state by state So you can see like Oregon down here, the net payout in bold down there. That's if you took the net, and you can see like in Pennsylvania it's 298. In Puerto Rico it's 314, Rhode Island 284, South Carolina 283, 314 in South Dakota. So it's different per state, but Oregon's always a little lower. They like to tax over here. That factors in like your state income tax. It factors in any kind of like lottery taxes. Of course, the federal. Yeah, dude, it's a cool site. It's usamega.com. I believe. Yeah, usamega.com. Breaks and retirement advice. That's right, man. I have a bachelor's in finance with an emphasis on insurance, and the master's in business administration. So the finance major, I don't think it really qualifies me, but I know enough to be dangerous. Roki Sasaki, Rookie of the Year favorites. Pablo Guerrero and Didier Fuentes. Yeah, that said, do not take legal advice from people on Facebook, including me. Spot 4. Mitchell, you got it, bud. Come on. $51 on the top 100, Zaire Hope, Josh Noth first, and Kyle Teal. Greatness Loading, Kyle Teal. Hayden Alvarez first, and Quinn Matthews first. Give me an auto. Probably better odds than the breaks lately. Yeah, for sure. There's a few products in mind. Greatness Loading, Cam Smith. JJ Weatherholt will top load that paper. Bo Walker first, and Ugarte first on the Reptilian. Let's see. We got... Let's see if we got a do we get a football spot down? We did. Raiders are down. So Stan grabbing the Raiders. Let me update that. Just want to update it on the post so they don't get double claimed. There we go. $290 in Missouri. That's, like I said, it's more than ours. A lot of states have those lottery taxes that people don't know about. 2 and 6 on finance. You got it, Tony. Update you in 1 second. Making sure they're open. They are. Amador, Rockstar Rookies. Jesus Tolero first, and Chase Mobley first. Two and 6. Got him. We are halfway closed on the live fill for finest. Carson Benj, VIP. Sean Keys first. Gary Gilhill first. That's it for the retail in this one. Not much retail. Just the 2 blasters that... the Logo Fractor is kind of a hybrid. It's not a retail. It's not a... I wouldn't call it a hobby. It's kind of an in-between. So you'll get some base packs. The base packs are very, very base. Base rookies and potential MVP buybacks. It's about all we're going to see in those base packs. The Logo Fractor packs, however, that's where the fun stuff is. These 2 here should get some numbered. Should get our shots at some autos. Not guaranteed autos there, but they do hit. We get image variations, and all of them are going to be those logo fractor parallels. So let's see what we find. Michael Harris, Leo Jimenez, Adel Amador. I feel like I had something stuck, but I didn't. Mason Miller, Heimer Candelario, Ozzy Albies, Luis Garcia, Garrett Cole, Lubob, Juan Soto, Andres Chaparro, Thomas Sajaci, Gleyber Torres, Darren Baker, Hayden Birdsong, Nolan Jones, Hunter Renfroe, Stephen Kwan, Kerry Carpenter, and then Nico Horner. All base. Like I said, the base are just base. It's our fun ones, though. Here we go. Give me an auto here. Should get at least one numbered, potentially more in each pack. Zach DeZenzo, Brendan Donovan, Josh Young. Power players, Ellie De La Cruz, second year logo fractor. And for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford, second year. 2 out of 250 for Wyatt. I have learned to just check all of these. I have missed several. You guys have helped me catch them, but I have missed several short prints, image variations on those. So I'm double checking them all now. All right, I got 2 numbered, it looks like. Maybe one's an auto. Adam Kloffenstein, Jacob deGrom. Green, Gunnar Henderson. That's 88 out of 99 for the O's. O's were Michael Shinky. Ooh, I do got an auto, and the auto, and then 2 numbered. Trevor Story is 48 out of 199. Red Sox. That was the mini winner. Boston, Grant Nelson. And we got an auto, rookie auto of Nick York. Okay, Pirates. That's not bad. We'll take that. That's a bonus. One of our chasers way back when with 2020 draft. Nick York, rookie logo fractor auto going to the Pirates. So Pirates, Nick Pappas. There we go, bud. Nice, we'll take it. And then we're going to top load these others as well. So 3 numbered parallels and then 1 auto, not scheduled, out of logo fractor. Fun box. Like I said, kind of a hybrid. In between the cost of retail and hobby. Cheaper than hobby, a little more than retail. I think these are in like the 150 range, somewhere in there. All right. Let's go with Topps Chrome. Kind of work our way up. Into the hobby boxes. Come on. Start getting ready. Gonna have some company out there later this month. Manny, you making it out? Nico Horner, Max Scherzer, Ryan McMahon, Refractor, and Ryan Jeffers. Manny, you're gonna co-pilot for me on my baseball breaks, right? You gonna hop in James's chair? Hayden Birdsong, Connor Gillespie, Prism Refractor, Fortune 15 Gunner, and Aurelvis Martinez. Getting Manny out here in Oregon. I like having Manny here during football season. Tyler Fitzgerald, Corbin Carroll, Brooks Lee, and Jackson Jobe, 32 out of 199. Yeah, we'll put our bets out there on the whiteboard. See what we can hit. There we go. Jackson Jobe, 32 out of 199. Against your better judgment. Nolan Jones, Nolan Gorman, Masataka Yoshida, Refractor, and Aaron Shunk. You know you want to come out, man. Thomas Sajaci, Paul Goldschmidt, Future Stars, Junior Caminero, and Andres Jimenez. Adrian Del Castillo, Nolan Arenado, all etch, Jordan Alvarez, and Brooks Lee on the rookie. Dustin Harris, Josh Naylor, Refractor, Reese Hoskins, and Grant McCray. Jazz Chisholm, Tatis on a Prism Refractor, Future Stars Shota, and then Acuna base. Christian Minya, Mookie Betts, Adley Rutschman, Power Players, Dylan Cruz base rookie. We'll top load that one for Garrett and the Nats. See him on some color or an auto or maybe both. Miguel Andujar, William Contreras, Shane Bieber, not Bibey. Shane Bieber Refractor, and Cedric Mullins. Blech. Dude, I can't talk. Brandon Nimmo, Heimer Candelario, Pete Alonso, Power Players, and Will Wagner. Kumar Rocker, Ozzy Albies, Freddie Peralta Refractor, and Xavier Edwards. Come on, give me a big auto. Xander Bogaerts, Deshaun Kiersey, Prism Refractor, All Etch Vlad, and Sugano base rookie. Matt McClain. Ooh, the auto is in the bottom. Auto's never in the bottom. Mason Wynn, Gunnar Henderson, and the auto is Ben Rice. Dude, we'll take that one. On color, too. 34 out of 199. Nothing wrong with that one. Who had the Yankees? John Spurbeck. Nice hit. Ben Rice, rookie auto to 199. There we go. I'm a Gators fan, Marvel. Yeah, I lived in Jacksonville when I was a kid. So that's why, I mean, you know that. That's why I'm a Jags fan. But yeah, I'm a Gators fan. Michael Harris, Byron Buxton, Purple, Mookie Betts, Fortune 15, and Kodai Senga. Byron Buxton, 164 out of 250. You got it, John. Let's see. Yeah, I used to be a lot bigger college football fan than I am now. Dude, since we had kids, and since I became a full-time breaker where I'm working like in the evenings, I don't get to see the family as much. Those weekends are sacred. So I can't spend all day watching football on Saturday and Sunday, and I'm a bigger pro fan than I am college. So it was one or the other. Went to the Tennessee-Syracuse game. Girlfriend's a Vol fan. I'm sorry to hear that, man. All my buddies back home are Vol fans. I get it. Sean Kim, Tyler Anderson, Shohei Refractor. There we go. Rhett Lauder. That'll be worth 40 if he wins MVP. Dodgers. That was Jason Park. On the buyback, refractors are worth 40. Nice Shohei Refractor. We'll take that all day. Yeah, like all my roommates from college, all my buddies back home, like, yeah, just they're mostly all Vol fans. Joke too, it was going to wear the Gator shirt. Oh man, dude, I've done it. I've gone into kneeling in blue and orange. Miguel Vargas, Stephen Kwan, Dylan Cruz, rookie insert, and Andre Chaparro. They do a pretty good job about keeping the visitor fans in a certain section, though. And at Neyland, it's the top, like, I don't know, the top 10 rows all the way around the stadium. So the whole stadium was orange, and then the whole top rim was all blue. Nice. Yeah, dude, Jason went to Florida, and he went to Florida State. So like I think he did like one for undergrad, one for graduate, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what, but yeah, dude, he pulls for both of them. It drives me crazy. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. On our call today, he was talking about the Florida State win over Alabama. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Nick York, Michael Waka, Prism Refractor, C.J. Abrams, Base Refractor, and Luis Garcia. Definitely going to them will, I guess, okay, that's a little bit of justification, but I mean, it still doesn't feel right. Brian Hayes, Glaber Torres, J-Dom, Future Stars, and Leo Jimenez. Think the LCS will inflate the prices immediately after MVPs? Maybe. No, you know what? I don't. I don't think so. I take that back. Because it's Topps that's paying for it. There are some people will go out and buy, volumes of the MVPs, but most people are coming into LCS with, 1, 2 cards, 3 cards. I don't really think they're going to gouge them because I don't think they're going to get that many people in any specific time coming in using the buybacks. Ty Madden, Luis Robert, Sandy Alcantara, Refractor, and Josh Lowe. I mean, basically, it's like people are getting gift certificates to your store. So I think they'll just be happy to have the sales. For the most part. At least the ones that I use, the guys I know. Let's go Boys of Summer. Elementary school teacher in Charlotte. The school remembers the Gators colors. That's awesome. That's good. I like that. Yeah, my brother walked on at Tennessee. My brother was a walk-on at UT back in like the Phil Fulmer, like the end of Phil Fulmer's reign. And my mom was so mad that I still would not pull for him. I'm like, nah. I was like, look, if he was a walk-on. He's scout team. I was like, if he gets on the field, I'll reconsider. But no, I was a walk-on at Middle. I didn't expect everybody to become Middle Tennessee State fans. Anyhow, that works. All right, it's checking for booklets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, got them all. No book though. Let's jump in. Good luck, guys. Should have 4 hits coming. First, some parallels. Leo DeVries to 249, 64 out of 249. And hang on. Boys of Summer to 199. Chase DeLauder. Was not expecting an auto there. It threw me off. 2 out of 199. Chase DeLauder. So Guardians, that was Jason Park. Nice thick auto too. Nice. Top load that one up. Yeah, when I was growing up in Florida, we never really considered Florida Tennessee a rivalry. I mean, there were another SEC team like anybody else, but like our rivals were Florida State, Georgia, and Miami at the time, mid '90s. Then I moved to Virginia. I'm away from Florida for a little while. From Virginia, I moved to Tennessee. And yeah, I get there and they find out I'm a Gators fan. They're like, oh, rivalry. And I'm like, what rivalry are you talking about? Like, we're not rivals. And then that was when the Ron Zook era had started and they beat us for multiple years in a row there. And I'm like, okay, now it's a rivalry. Now that we've lost a few, now I want to beat you. Yogi Berra, Boys of Summer to 175 on the red, 98 out of 175 for the Yankees. Yanks were John Spurbeck. John going 5 and 8 on finest. Jason, we can try them. I would say on those, hold off on paying. Don't send the payment on RCR in these until I send you the picture of how it did, because they might be some of them will grade, some of them are too thick. It's kind of right there on the line. So if you want, I can let them try, and then if it was too thick, they'll just come back and say too thick to grade. And again, no harm, no foul. We tried. So left side, I got 5 and 8, John. There we go. Tebow did the invocation for the Tennessee-Syracuse game in Atlanta. Nice. Dude, you gotta like Tebow. I mean, you can't not like Tim Tebow. I mean, you can, but you're hating it if you are. Yeah, for sure, Jason. Yeah, is that for the? Let's see, that was the Guardians, right? For the auto. That's the one we're gonna RCR. Making sure. That one actually, you know what? You can send on this one. This one was a little thinner. This one will go. I know that one will go. These, ironically, the non-hit is a little thicker stock, so I mean you can kind of see it there a little. Like I had to use a thicker stock for this one. This shouldn't be an issue. Gotcha, bud. All right, jumping back in. Dude, I think we might. Did we get extra? They're in a weird spot. Dalton Rushing to 49, 46 out of 49. Dodgers catcher, Jason Park. There you go, Jason. And then Bob Gibson to 99. Going to the Cardinals. That's 39 out of 99. Cards were Daniel Martinez. One in 10 in finest. Yeah, Jason, they're nice, man. And it's a pretty inexpensive box. I think Blowout's got these at like 300 for 4 hits. It's really not bad. Garrett's going 1 in 10. That leaves one spot left. That is spot number 9. If we close this one, I can put up a second round if anybody didn't get in, or if anybody just wants to kick off a second round. But we got one spot left in round 1 first. And Matt just closed us. All right, Matt, spot 9 is yours. So, guys, take a screenshot of that list if you need it. I'm going to pull that down here in just a second. Here, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to go just copy and paste it over here in my Excel file. So we got that. And then I'm going to replace it with a blank list right now. Again, screenshot it if you need it. We're throwing up round 2. There's 2. All right. Oh. One too many spaces there. There. All right. 3 cards left. They should all be hits. Should be 1 relic right here and then 2 autos. So Kirby Puckett for the Twins to 99. 12 out of 99. Pastime materials. Minnesota Twins. That was Tony. Tony Bem. Single color patch. Again, on a thick one. And that one is game worn / used. Not from any specific. That is game worn. Kirby Puckett. There we go. And then we should have 2 autos. First, Chris Cortez. Man, I love this set. On the America's Best with the stars and stripes in the background. 24 out of 99. That one's going to the Halos. Angels were Michael Dyer. Chris Cortez. America's Best to 99. And last up is to 75. Another America's Best. That's Lombard for the Yankees. One of the better prospects. George Lombard, 29 out of 75. Solid hit for the Yankees. John Spurbeck, another good one. take that. And then, John, same deal on that one, man. If that's one that you wanted to RCR, let me know. It is, yeah, let me see. If it'll go in this one smooth, it's definitely good. Yeah. Yeah, that'll RCR. That's not too thick. To 75. Lombard auto grade. Yeah, the auto grade, looks like there's a little smudge in that. And it's just a little bit of ink transfer is what it looks like. Other than that, it would have been very, very clean. I don't see anything on the back of the card from ink, but yeah, I mean, it looks like you got a little smudge in there. RCR it? Okay. Yeah, I like that. He's got a good looking auto. The standing rule that I have with the graders over at Rare is that if the auto grade will 10, grade it, because it doesn't cost any extra to do it. But like, I don't want a 9 on there unnecessarily. So I tell them if the auto is going to 10, put the auto grade on. If it's not a 10, just leave the auto grade off. If you guys ever have different instructions for me on that, just let me know. We had a good batch of grades come back today from Friday's breaks. I think we had 5 total that we RCR'd, and it was 4 10s and a 9. So it was a really, really good batch that came back. We were going through a little bit of a dry streak. We had a couple breaks in a row or a couple days in a row where, you know, I got in, the cards on my desk were like 8 5s and 8. I think there was a couple of 8s, 9s. I didn't have a 10 for a couple days. Oh, you got several of the signatures. They're all 10s. Yeah, the pen looks good. The actual signature looks clean. It's just, like I said, there's a little bit of ink smudge on it. But like I said, they'll 10 it if it's a 10, and they'll leave it off if it's not. Okay. All right, here we go. First box out of the case. Come on. Luis Castillo, Edgar Cuero, Brooks Lee, Rafi Devers, Rhett Lauder, checkerboard. Purple, Garrett Crochet is 27 out of 99. Kyle Schwarber, checkerboard. Finest timeline, Shohei on the 50-50. It's a base. Yeah, base Shohei. Austin Riley, refractor, and George Springer. Gonna use all my supplies. I will bill you, Manny. You will be billed. So you can pay me in DoorDash. Willie Adames, Jackson Churio, Kevin Alcantara, Jackson Jobe. Manny, what are the dates you're looking at? Do you have them yet? Jaron Duran, Nick Kurtz, rookie. I'll take that one. Logan Webb, checker. Creators, Jackson Holiday, base insert. Max Muncy's to 150 on the debut, 112 out of 150. Edwin Diaz base. That Kurtz, I'm going to top load. It's actually a rare. Nick Kurtz rare. After your brother's birthday on the 17th. I got you. Luke Keyshaw, Christian Campbell, Dylan Cruz, rookie. Cam Smith, oil spill. Let's go. Strohs, Mark. These are short. These are tough, man. That's only the second oil spill we've pulled. Cam Smith on an oil spill. Let me check. It's a common. So there's commons, uncommons, and rares. Even the commons, they are still pretty short. I don't know. I don't have it offhand. I'm sure somebody in the chat there will tell us how many packs it is on a common. But taking a good one, man. Cam Smith. That's nasty, dude. That's a nasty card. They're unnumbered, but like I said, they are short. Tarek Skubal on the checkerboard. Willie Adames, 23 out of 75. Will Wagner, 193 out of 350. Arrivals, Luis Angel Acuna, Mason Wynn, refractor, and Trey Sweeney. Yeah, dude, that is. It's a nasty card. The oil spills are one of the better looking cards in the finest sets. And like I said, they're tough pulls. Adames to 75. We go Giants. Blue Jays, Will Wagner to 350. Christopher Lamer. And let's top load that oil spill. Mark, I'm hoping you got the tag, man. I was trying to tag you when I was going live. It would not let me tag. Facebook has been really kind of a pain lately with the tags. If we are Facebook friends, it will let me tag. I try to tag everybody who gets in the breaks. I don't always hit that 100%. But do me a favor. If we are not friends on Facebook, send me a friend request because it makes it a lot easier for me to be able to tag you. And then also they are more likely to show you the post before they get too stale. So if we're not friends on Facebook, send me a friend request. I'll approve it. If I recognize you from the breaks, I'll approve those. Matt Shaw, Jackson Merrill, Freddie Freeman, Christian Walker, Matt McClain, first auto. Vladdy Sr. for the Halos on the Creators. Dude, that's nice. Chat won't let you comment. I see your comment here, Christopher. Yeah, if you want to, I may see it, I may not. Christopher, I'm gonna try to get back on YouTube. I was able to get everything caught up, so I just got to give a call into the company that I use to get them to troubleshoot for me, so we don't have these issues again. But yeah, I'm close to being able to simulcast again. 29 out of 75, Vladdy Creators green, dude. That's a nasty card too. Nice hit, Michael. That's Angels, Michael. That is you, bud. Clean sig. Connor Norby to 150. 78 out of 150. Kevin Alcantara debut. Ellie De La Cruz, Creators Refractor. We'll take that one too. Grant McCray, base. Good box so far. Really good box so far. Oil spill, Vladdy auto. So, Connor Norby to 150 for the Marlins. Ellie De La Cruz, Creators Refractor. That one is unnumbered, just Refractor. And then the Daddy Vladdy, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. to 75, Creators Green Auto. On card. Beautiful. One in 131 boxes or packs, Garrett? That's boxes. Francisco Lindor, Ketel Marte, Justin Henry Malloy, Christian Yelich, Andrew McCutchen, Nico Cavadas, Jacob Wilson. There we go. To 250, 6 out of 250. Rookie purple for the A's. So it's Jason Shepard. Hopefully not done with the A's yet. Matt Shaw, Arrivals, Trey Turner, Creators, and Alan Roden. Base. It did say boxes. Okay, well, 1 in 131 boxes. Appreciate that. So you figure, yeah, divide that by 8, and that comes out to a bunch of cases. Yeah, because what would be 80 would be 10 cases. Another half of that, 15 cases would be 120. So yeah, it's like 16 cases and change. That's crazy. All right. Bryce Harper, Spencer Strider, Angel Martinez, Royce Lewis, Thomas J.C., Matt Olson. Debut, James Wood. We'll sleeve that one up. Rookie insert. Creators, Kyle Tucker. Checkerboard, Ben Rice, rookie. Sleeve that one too. And then our auto is Mark Burrell. 65 out of 150 for the White Sox. White Sox, Chase Watson. Burrell auto to 150. Good box, good box. Bunch of hits. All right, Bowman's Best. We still got both of the multiverse as well, so hang tight. But Bowman's Best, 4 autos coming. There we go. Come on. Give me a big boy. Nick Kurtz as a prospect. Jazz Chisholm. Bryce Eldridge. Shots by the Kid, Walker Martin, and Samuel Basallo refractor. Ellie De La Cruz, base rookie. Cags, prospect. Aaron Judge. Nolan Shanuel, rookie, and then Connor Griffin on a refractor. Top load the Ellie base rookie. Walker Jenkins, Emmanuel Clase, Dylan Cruz, base rookie, prospect. Jordan Beck, rookie, and Oslevis Basabe, rookie refractor. Beck is unnumbered. We'll sleeve it, though. Salvador Perez, Heston Kjerstad, die cut, Fabled Phenoms, Arjun Namala, going to the Jays. Kyle Teal, All-Star Futures, and Curtis Mead on the refractor. Jared Jones, Colson Montgomery, Mason Wynn, Junior Caminero, rookie. That is 3 out of 199. Rays, Daniel Martinez to 199. Sal Frelick on the refractor. There's Cam. RCR the Ellie, absolutely, bud. Gotcha. Jackson Merrill, Bo Bichette, Junior Caminero base rookie. Josh Young, impact players, die cut, Arjun Namala on the refractor. Let's leave all those. And the Ellie. Gotcha, Jason. So those 3 should all be autos. George Lombard, Tyler Soderstrom, rookie. Luis Angel Acuna, Jack Leiter, 188 out of 250. Young-Hoo Lee, refractor. Michael Dyer with the Leiter rookie. And then this one's always a 50-50. Never remember on this pack. Shohei Ohtani, Lubob, Tyler Fitzgerald, shots by the Kid, Jordan Lawler, and then Jordan Westberg refractor. So these should all 4 be hot. Got the autos sweated down to the last 4. Everyone should be loaded. Good luck, guys. Mike Trout, Harry Ford. There we go. Trout on a die cut. Pete Crow Armstrong, rookie refractor. We'll take that. For sure, Jason. Yep, absolutely. Pete Crow Armstrong on the rookie refractor. Cubs, that's John Spurbeck. Top load that in a second, but first. Thought that was upside down, but it's not. Kim Alderman on the base auto for the Marlins. Chase Watson. No number on that one. Trout is, I believe, a base as well. Yeah, base die cut. We'll still sleeve the die cut. RCR the PCA. I got you for sure. For anybody watching not familiar, the RCR, that is a raw card review from Rare Edition. So Rare Edition's a grading company out here in Beaverton, Oregon. And we're big fans of their slabs to the point where we teamed up with them. I now break directly out of their warehouse, so I've got very unique access to them. The full slabs, they're really, really nice full slabs. They're great for PCs. They don't sell for what PSA does. No one does. But for PC cards especially, the nicest slabs on the market. It feels like you're holding an iPhone. It's got Gorilla Glass on both sides. Nice slabs. But this is what we sell most of during the breaks. They offer a raw card review, $9, next day grading. So what you do is you just let me know that you want to have it raw card reviewed. So right there in the chat like they've been doing. So we're going to say RCR for John. Right, so I'll take that note, throw it on John's card, and when I leave here tonight, I'll have a stack of these that I'll leave in the graders room. And then when I come in tomorrow, they're all graded, sitting on my desk, ready to go. Before I go live for the breaks for the day, I will send you guys a picture and let you know how it did. I'll snap the picture of this to show you how your card did. It adds nothing to the turnaround time. They're very, very easy to pop open. If you want to use it as like a pre-grade service for PSA, you can literally just cut along the top of that label, and then the one touch pops right open. I mean, a box cutter just takes it open. So get it professionally graded. You don't have to work, ship it back and forth. There's no wait time. It's quick. It's fast. It's easy. All you have to do is just send $9 to the same place you sent your break payment, and I will take care of the rest. For the full slab encasement, it's $39, but the turnaround time on it is like under a week. It's like 5 days or so. So yeah, it's quick, and again, there's no shipping it back and forth. Like when you ship to PSA, you've got to pay for the shipping, pay for the return shipping, potentially have to insure it each way, plus the grade fee, and then if you're going with the cheaper, $19 or whatever, it's 4 to 6 months to get the card back. So for the turnaround time, it's actually not a bad price. They just don't have a cheap, slow option. Jackson Holiday rookie, Tyler Black rookie, Best Baller Samuel Basallo, Kyle Teal refractor, and Brock Wilken on a prospect auto. That's a refractor for the Brewers. Michael Shinky. They are. Yep. Thank you, Jared. Everybody who gets these in their hands says the same thing. They don't sell for what PSA does. No one does. But dude, they should. They are really, really, really high quality slabs. They are very nice. The only knock I have on them is you're not going to crack them open. So if you guys ever get if you pull a rare slab out of one of the multiverse, or for whatever reason you want to open one up, send it back. Don't try to crack it yourself. It's not even just the glass. It's the shell underneath it is a polycarbonate as opposed to like that cheap flimsy plastic. That stuff does not break. It is really, really hard to break. So the protection is a two-way street. Like, it's protecting the card, but it does make it hard to crack. That's honestly, it's the only real knock I've got on it. That, and I guess if you had a bunch of them, like if you had a case full of them, it'd be a heavy case, because there's a little bit of extra weight to it. It's not noticeable with a few cards here and there, but I mean, if you had 30 or 40 of them, that would be a heavy case. Francisco Lindor, Roman Anthony, Best Ballers, Walker Jenkins, Jacob Wilson, refractor, we'll take that. And auto, there's a Lombard. That signature looks good. That's what he was talking about. That one looks like a 10 auto grade. 83 out of 150, our second Lombard auto of the break. That's a good player to double up on too. Solid prospect. Nice hit, Yankees. John. Changing the world one hobbyist at a time. It's why they do the shows. They'll put cards out for display, and like they're open, they're not under glass, because they want people to pick them up and hold them and feel them. Because when you put them in your hands, you really appreciate them. His signature's pro level. It's clean. It's a good looking auto. Looks like it probably signs quick too. Let me know if we're RCR on that one too, John. Last one from Best, and we got our multiverse, so hang tight. Don't go nowhere yet. Bazana, Wyatt Langford, rookie. Perdomos to 299, 119 out of 299 for the Braves. Tony. Austin Riley, refractor, another Brave. And another Brave, Perdomo. So we got the parallel and then the auto. Again, solid prospect auto for the Braves. Would have loved that on color. Perdomo, the top prospect out of their international class last year. We'll take that. Nothing wrong with that. RCR the second, you got it, bud. CPSA buying a rear and take. Yeah, dude, there were talks about that at one point. I believe Beckett was in talks with him like early on. Didn't end up panning out, but they were talking about. I think they were going to call it Beckett Glass, like a high-end slab option. I don't know whatever happened to it. It rumors. I don't even know how if it was actually happening, but I heard it from somebody. All right. Matt, you may check in now? Let's see. Yeah, Matt, that works, bud. Yeah, just claim it on the post. Yeah, just claim on the post, you're good to go. As long as you get the claim in first, you're good. Here we go. Come on. Multiverse. First one up. I think this is case number 6, I believe. They're different. If you haven't seen them before, if you haven't felt their rare slabs before, yeah, dude, it's one that like you wanna pick it up and hold it, put it in your hand, see what you think. Colin Ichiro. There we go. All right, I got a slab. It's a PSA 9. Who's got them? Oh, dude, that's sick. SP edition. David Ortiz from 99 on the auto. That's going to the Twins. Dude, I was looking to see who's got them. I was looking at Red Sox, but nope, that's pre-Red Sox. Minnesota, Tony Bem with the Ortiz 99 SP signature auto. PSA 9. Dude, that's really sick. That's awesome, man. Dude, we'll take that. Nice hit. Come on, one more time. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure y'all are getting the text message. I try to remember to remind you guys right here at the end. If you look down there at the bottom of the screen, text the word baseball to that number, 833-448-0185. It's how I get you guys notifications that I'm going to be putting up breaks. It's a sneak peek text message that I sent out. Anyone who wants to get it will receive a text message about 10 to 15 minutes before I publish the break, letting you guys know, hey guys, here's what I'm about to post for today. Here's the picture. Here's all of the box breakdown, the team prices, and the exact time that I'm going to post the break. So if it says, like, I think today's was, I think it was 4:10 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. At 4:09 Eastern, I was on my phone just looking at the clock, waiting. And the moment it flips over to 4:10, I hit post. And that time should be the same for everybody. Like, everybody's phone should be linked on the clocks, all satellite times. So you know the exact moment I'm going to publish that break. If you want to get those notifications, like I said, Facebook's not real dependable on delivering them. If I post, it could be hours before you get the Facebook notification. So get those text messages. Give yourself a competitive advantage, because sometimes those teams go quick. All right, good luck, guys. I got a raw card. That is Jordan Lawler. That's a yellow Bowman Chrome to 75. 49 out of 75. Diamondbacks, Michael Shinky. The twin, yeah, the twin Bobby. To 75. Jordan Lawler. Here we go. Nice hit, Diamondbacks. All right, let me give you guys the recap. If there's anything that you want me to RCR for you, let me know. If you're in, we closed round 1 of Topps Finest. So if you're in that one, you can go ahead and send payment if you haven't already. But do me a favor, guys. Make sure you're using this comment down here at the bottom. It's the regular Venmo, the regular Cash App, but the PayPal is the Friends and Family PayPal. So it's that gold 188. If you're sending PayPal, use that one and not the one from the breaks. The Venmo and Cash App, that's my Venmo and my Cash App. The same one I give you guys for the breaks, the same as ready. Jared, we have not filled any multiverse rounds. We filled 1 round of Topps Finest. I'm going to check payments on that here now, but that's the only thing that we closed. So if anybody wants to kick off round 1 of Multiverse or round 2 of Topps Finest, feel free to do so in the chat. I'm going to do the recap here real quick. Jose Perdomo was to 299. Jacob Wilson on the refractor. Jackson Holiday base rookie. We're going to RCR the Shohei Ohtani, as well as the Pete Crow Armstrong refractor. Jack Leiter to 250 purple. We're going to RCR the Ellie De La Cruz rookie. Junior Caminero was to 199. Jacob Wilson purple to 250 rookie. Ellie De La Cruz Creators refractor, second year. Connor Norby to 150. Cam Smith on an oil spill. Nice hit for the Stros. Will Wagner with to 350 on the pink. Willie Adames to 75, blue checker. Nick Kurtz, rare rookie. Max Muncy to 150, debut. Garrett Crochet, purple to 99. Bob Gibson to 99 from Boys of Summer. Dalton Rushing to 49. Yogi Berra to 175. And then Leo DeVries to 249. Shohei Ohtani on a refractor out of Topps Chrome, potentially 40 on the buyback. Byron Buxton, purple to 250. Dylan Cruz, base rookie. Jackson Jobe to 199. Trevor Story, logo fractor to 199. Gunnar Henderson to 99 on the green logo fractor. Wyatt Langford, purple logo fractor to 250. Weatherholt and Condon, base papers. Luis Pena on the reptilian. William Contreras, green paper pattern to 99. Those were the non-hits. The hits. We're going to RCR for John, the George Lombard, blue auto to 150 from Bowman's Best. Brock Wilken on a refractor auto. Perdomo base auto. Kemp Alderman base auto. Mark Burrell auto to 150. Creators, Vlad Sr. auto to 99. We're going to RCR this other Lombard as well. That's from America's Best out of Boys of Summer to 75. Chris Cortez, another America's Best to 99 auto. Kirby Puckett relic to 99. We're going to RCR to 199. The Chase the Ladder shadow box auto. Nick York logo fractor auto. Ben Rice rookie auto to 199. Gonna RCR that one too. And then from 2 multiverse we had Jordan Lawler to 75. Yellow, that canary yellow auto, prospect auto from Bowman Chrome. And then David Ortiz PSA 9 from SP Signatures, 1999 SP Signatures edition, on card auto. PSA 9, Big Poppy, David Ortiz. That is the break. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up real quick on the chat. Bear with me 1 second. Personal multiverse, absolutely, Michael. Just here. These were the 7 not chosen. I got 7 left. Sorry, 6. 6 not chosen. We started the stream with 8. I now have 6. So we got 6 left there. Garrett's grabbed in 1, 2, 3, and 4 in multiverse. Jason's going to take spot 5. So 1 spot away from closing that one. Let me update that list. So Garrett. Okay, and then let me just copy, paste, paste, paste. And Gerard said, hold on. Close it. Yep. Perfect. Jason Park. Gerard. That or you might get a cheap one. We'll find out. Let's see. Let me copy that list. Again, screenshot that list if you need it, guys. I'm just going to copy and paste that real quick. All right, I'm going to replace that with a fresh one. There's a fresh one. My luck's going to come from 5 or 6. It might, man. I hope not. I'm rooting for you, but I'm rooting for everybody. I just want to see a big one, as long as somebody hits it big. All right, and then Michael says box number 4. All right. Let me get in here and check payments real quick. Let's do. We'll do. Michael, let's do your personal real quick. We'll knock that one out first, and then we'll do the Topps Finest box. It closed first, and then after Finest, we'll do the Multiverse. If that works for you guys. Here, let me get in here and check these payments real fast. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to jump out of the chat for just a second. Get all logged back in because it logged me out. Okay, Michael, I got you. Yours is good. And then here, Gerard, I got your spot. And then John, I've got 2 for you. Let's see, Gerard 1, John 2. Gerard spot, and then John Spurbeck for 1. And come on, 2. All right, John's good. And then who we got next? Let's see. Okay, Matt Thompson, got yours. Come on, refresh. Okay, and then Mitchell, I've got yours. You're good. Okay, Jason Park, I've got your Multiverse spot. I've got 4 for Garrett. Multiverse is good. And then Garrett, I've got you for, looks like 4 on Finest. There's 2, 3, 4. And then Tony, I've got you for 2 as well. I think that's all of them. Got him. Perfect. All right, Garrett's calling 3 for the multi-live fill here. I'm going to put a blank sticker on it because we don't know whose it is yet, but that'll be the box. All right. Garrett's he's got 4 out of the 6. Let's let him pick the box. Let's see, where are we at? Michael, are you okay with us cracking your box first and then doing the Finest? Actually, you know what? Here, let me randomize the teams. Let me get them their teams, and then while they're in the trade window, we'll open yours. I'll pull it on the big screen, but we'll do it during their trade window if that's okay. Try to be efficient. All right, put these over here. Okay, those look good, and then let me just minimize that. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let me grab the team list. I right, so we're going to call this one 2025 Topps Finest. One box. Triple random. There we go. One box triple random. Live field number 1. Perfect. Okay. Got him. And then here's our list. And let's pull this on screen. Multitasking master. I'm working on it. I'm going to get there eventually. I'm close. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I got Garrett Knables in spot number 1, Tony Bems in 2, Garrett Knables in 3, Mitchell Groffs in 4, John Spurbeck in 5, Tony Bems in 6, Garrett Knables in 7, John Spurbeck's in 8, Matt Thompson in 9, and Garrett Knables in spot number 10. This is for, here, let me grab some more boxes. This is for Topps Finest. I forgot to let you guys pick the box. Here, I'm going to put this over here where it stays in screen. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 7. That is the rest of the Finest case. It's an 8-box case. We did 1 in the break. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which one you guys like? First number I see. While y'all are waiting, let's go ahead and get the random. So again, there's the list. We just read them off. And here is our random. 25 Topps Finest 1-box triple random live fill number 1 for today, 9/1/25. 5 times on the randomizer. We're going to randomize that list 5 times. We do it live. We don't bother with the dice rolls. So 5 spins on the random. Diamondbacks down to the Nationals. There's 30 total teams on the list. Once that list has been randomized 5 times, I'm going to take that 5th and final randomization, copy and paste that list, drop it next to your all's names. I'm going to move the columns over so that if you're in spot 1, you're going to get 1, 11, and 21. Spot 2 gets 2, 12, and 22, so on and so forth. We'll give you a quick trade window right after to buy, sell, and trade teams. Once that chat's died down, we'll go ahead and bust open the box. So best of luck. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and last spin, there's 5. I got the Nats down to the Mets. Copying. Pasting. Just going to drag and drop. And let's zoom that in. There we go. All right, Garrett, I've got you with the Nats, the A's, and the Angels. Nice set. Tony with the Rays, Phillies, and Royals. Garrett with the Giants, Cubs, and Marlins. Mitchell with the White Sox, Dodgers, and Blue Jays. John Spurbeck, Rockies, Astros, Tigers. Tony Benn with the Cardinals, Mariners, and Rangers. Garrett with the Reds, Twins, and Guards. John Spurbeck, Red Sox, Pirates, and Diamondbacks. Matt Thompson with the O's, Brewers, and Yankees. Garrett with the Padres, Braves, and Mets. So if there's any trades, feel free. I got box number 6 is the first comment I've got. I'll show you that in a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is here, second from the bottom. Take a screenshot of your teams. While we're in this trade window, we're going to crack Michael's multiverse box. It's quick, so you know who you got. If you're looking for anybody, let me know. I will put these back on screen here in a second. All right, but for now, let's pull this up. And just wanted to show the comments. 6 came in first on my screen. Might be different for yours, but that's what I got first. Okay. And, yeah. Well, Michael's, here we go. Michael had number 4. That was this one there. That tag is for the one in the main in our break. It's one we're going to do. Michael, best of luck, bud. Tony, are the Mariners available for trade? Garrett has, for trade bait, Garrett has the Nationals, A's, Angels, Giants, Cubs, Marlins, Reds, Twins, Guardians, Padres, Braves, and Mets. And I'll put it on screen here in just a second. But first, for Michael, good luck. Come on. No problem. But also, Michael, I saw where you sent me a message earlier. I haven't opened it up and looked at it yet, but I am going to get that before we go. I think I got the basic gist of what you're asking, and I'll forward you over who you need to know. It's a 10-10 SGC. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, Bazana. 24 Bowman Draft Sapphire Selections. Dude, that's beautiful. Travis Bazana on a 10-10. That's gorgeous, man. Is that numbered? I thought it would be, but I don't think it's numbered. Yeah, Sapphire Selections auto on a 10. Gem Mint. That's a tough grade from SGC. 10-10. Dude, that's a beautiful card, man. That's a beautiful card. I'll take that all day. And it is... Just hang on. Sorry, I'm not trying to stick that in your face. I'm just trying to make sure that is on card. Yeah, I was looking for the edge of the sticker, and I don't see one. On card auto. With a dime. You know what? Dude, I'm dropping one for that. That's a really pretty card. Let's see. Is Bazana? Does he have any? Yeah, there we go. That's a headliner, bud. Bazana is a headliner on the 10-10. That's the headliner list. It's alphabetical, so he's going to be down here at the bottom. But boom, there we go. Nice hit, dude. Nice hit. Love it. We'll take it, man. All right, back on. Let me pull that screen back up, guys. There we go. We had some trade talks. So there's Garrett's teams. My stream is frozen. Defrost it. Tony, yeah, is anybody else having issues? It seems like I watch my phone. I watch the stream on my phone so you guys can so I can see what you guys are seeing, and it's not frozen on my end. So Tony, I'm sorry if it's freezing. My recommendation is just to back out and just reset the app. Just close Facebook and reopen it, and usually that fixes it. When it's one individual person, that usually fixes it. Sorry about that, bud. Josh said defrosted. Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull the football post over to my other screen, just so I can refresh it and see where we're at. Yeah, we got 3 teams left in football: Bears, Colts, and Seahawks. So I'm going to copy and paste that remaining teams post. Saints, Bucks down. Raiders down. Yeah, Drod, I've got Bears, Colts, and Seahawks in that break. This is here. I'm going to pull it over on screen real quick. It's just easier for me to do it like that. I'll show you. So that's the break. Let me put it over here, I guess. But yeah, that's the break. So Origins, Illusions, Topps Chrome Hobby, 1 Multiverse, 2 23 Optic Megas, 2 24 Select Blasters, 8 box break. And those are the remaining teams. And then here I'll copy and paste that should be the link to take you over there. Bears and Colts just went down. All right, here, let me comment real quick on that post that you guys are grabbing them. Sorry for the flashes there. I got the background that Windows updates every day. I don't care enough to switch it. Okay, hold on. So when I hover over something, it does that. All right, so John, I see you grab the Colts. Yours. John, your comment, by the way, bud, real quick, it just says Colts and. Colts are yours. If there was another one, let me know, bud. And then Gerard claims Bears. Okay. Let me just edit that again. Let's see. Colts to John. And then Bears to Gerard. Let's rip. I'm with you. Yeah, we are down to the Saints. No, not the Saints. I thought the Saints were claimed. Saints were claimed. Hold on. I might have messed that up real quick. Saints were Matt Thompson. I thought I updated that, but it's not on there. Let me fix that. Okay, no harm. There we go. Seahawks, last team left. I don't know why I didn't save that. Saints change. Seahawks, last one's on the board at 39. Cool. Tony says he sent you a DM. The stream's a little laggy. Garrett, check your DM real quick, and if you're ready for me to rip after that, let me know, and we'll start. All right, we ready? All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull them down and get the box up. If you guys need more time, just let me know, okay? Sorry, I'm not hearing much. I don't know, man, Garrett might be in his DMs right now. I don't want to cut a potential trade off. Go ahead and take, that's our box we're going to have for the next round. I'm going to put that right there. All right, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so let's go ahead and get rolling. If there's something last minute, let me know, guys. Sorry, not sure what kind of time y'all need, or if you even need any. I'm going to try to watch the chat in case there's something last second, though. Mark, I saw the message and I couldn't respond because we're still live. But yeah, I'm gonna. Mark, I tell you what, if you're okay with it, let's. Why don't we? If unless you just know you want it slab, no matter what the grade is. The raw card review is $9. The full slab is $39. But what you can do is you can do the $9 raw card review, and then when the results come in, you can say, you know what, yeah, let's leave it in the raw card, or if you like how it graded, we can upgrade it to the full slab, and you just pay the $30 difference. So you don't pay any more to do it in like a stage like that. But if it comes back and there's some kind of an issue with it that's going to cause it to grade low, at least if that happens, you can say, well, hang on a second, let's just leave it there. Maybe you don't want an 8 for $39. Totally your option. If you just know you want it full slab, then I can do that too. Mariners for Nationals. That was approved. Garrett, did you guys? I'll trust you that y'all came to an agreement. I don't. Just let me know. Is that an offer or was that y'all came to that agreement? Tony's having issues with the stream. He says he's also doing fantasy. He said deal. Okay, perfect. Okay. So Mariners for Nationals. Where are we at? Nats. Perfect. Thank you, Tony. Thanks for confirming, bud. All right. Mariners. Here, I'm going to show you this real quick. There we go. I got now Mariners with Garrett, Nats with Tony. Perfect. But yeah, Mark, let me know if you want to do it like in a 2-stage like that, or if you want to go straight to the full slab. They also have the option to do a PC grade as opposed to a full grade. Like I've got a couple of them like that. I've got a couple of XRCs for the. I got a Trayvon Walker XRC and a Trevor Lawrence XRC that are like that, where they were bad grades. I knew they had issues with them, which is why I got them at such a good price. I got them for nothing, and I just had them put them in a slab because I like the slab, and it just says PC on the top. So I'd rather have that than a 7 or whatever the grade was going to be. Sagano, Tatis, Ellie De La Cruz second year, Gunner, Luis Severino, and then we got an orange Brent Rooker, 12 out of 20 for the A's. A's were Garrett in the 1 spot. James Wood rookie, Nationals. That was part of the trade. Tony. Finest timelines, blue, 11 out of 99 for Ted Williams. That's a cool card. Red Sox to 99. Hadn't seen that one yet. Ryan McMahon refractor and Gunnar Henderson. So Red Sox, that was John Spurbeck. We got you with one of the PCs, dude. It's a nice option to have. I mean, because like I don't mind the PC, especially if I got a good deal on the card. But like I don't want to 6, a 7. Like I'd rather it not be graded than that. But like the PC is a good option because you still get the slab without having to look at a 6. Jace Young, Jose Ramirez, Mason Wynn, Austin Riley, Ryan McMahon, Vlad Jr., rare, Jonathan India, checker, debut, Luis Angel Acuna, arrival, Spencer Schwellenbach, and Fernando Tatis. Nothing crazy in that one. Junior Caminero, Mike Trout, Brent Rooker, first auto, Caden Donna, Angels to 99. 26 out of 99 for the Halos. That one's going to Garrett. It's that same 1 spot. Caden Donna to 99. Rookie auto. Bryce Harper, checker. Christian Campbell, 114 out of 150. Blue. Julio Rodriguez, 235 out of 250 for your M's. Creators Aaron Judge, Jackson Jobe Refractor, and Colton Cowser. See, grab some top loaders. Sorry, on the live fills, I want to do these as we go. Just too easy to get them mixed up. I like them to be done. And then our auto. Got the Griffey out of the Jet collection. That was a 7 or 8. Say Kraken PC. Yeah, dude, I would have done the same. Absolutely. Like, I really don't mind the for a PC card especially. I mean, if you're gonna try to sell it, I guess that's different. But the cards I'm keeping, yeah, I don't mind the PC up there. Luis Angel Acuna, Corbin Burns, Stephen Kwan, Ha-Seong Kim, Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge, rare, Andrew McCutchen to 350 to 323 out of 350. Pirates were John in the 8 spot. Sagano debut, Aaron Judge, finest timelines, and then Luis Angel Acuna. McCutchen. 2 more packs. 1 should be loaded. Peralta, Brian Reynolds, Josh Young, Chase Dollander, Pete Crow Armstrong, 2nd year. Got a redemption. Ellie De La Cruz. Good luck, guys. Debut refractor, Edgar Quero. Creators, Juan Soto. Vladdy, 58 out of 325. We'll top load that one. Blue Jays, that was Mitchell in the 4 spot. Come on. Come on, let's see it. Finest auto 2 of Sasaki. Let's go. Finally. Hasn't had the start we've big potential rookie. Roki Sasaki on the redemption. Who had the Dodgers? Mitchell in that 4 spot. Nice hit, dude. Nice hit. That is the first Roki auto I've pulled, and it's a redemption. So, finest auto 2, Roki Sasaki. Nice hit, bud. Nice hit. We got 1 more. And you know how finest is. They're all over on their auto counts, so never count them out. Will Wagner, Jose Altuve, Adel Amador, Richard Fitz, Jackson Holiday, extra auto, Kobe Mayo, let's go to 99. Why not? Not a monster, but I'm trying to drop bombs. Nice hit. Solid hit. Kobe Mayo, rookie auto to 99. Matt Thompson in the O's in the 9 spot. Let's go. Shota on a checker. Connor Norby debut. Arrivals are Elvis Martinez and Reese Hines. I'll take that extra auto. Good box. Whoever picked that one, good box. 3 autos. 2 on color and a nasty redemption. Take that. There's Vlad. All right, recap. So we had the Vlad Jr. to 325, Andrew McCutchen to 350, Christian Campbell to 150, Julio to 250, Brent Rooker to 20. Timelines to 99, Ted Williams. And then Caden Donna, rookie auto to 99. Kobe Mayo, rookie auto to 99. And a redemption, Roki Sasaki, finest auto 2. Nice set. Nothing wrong with those. Good box. With a bunch of judges. There you go, Garrett. There were a handful, weren't there? Here, let me just print that list real quick. Okay. And we got our multiverse. All right, so that's the one you guys picked. So I don't know whose name's going on it yet, so we'll leave it blank for a second. Let me grab that list. And here, let's pull it up. All right, so I've got Garrett in spots 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jason Park in 5, and Gerard's in 6. Easy peasy. And then here is our random. Let's go to round 2. Multiverse Baseball Series 3, 1 box, 5X random teams, live fill number 2 for today, 9/1/25. We're going to go 5 times on the randomizer, 30 total teams. Diamondbacks down to the Nationals. As always, guys, 5 times. Once the list has been randomized 5 times, I'll copy and paste the list, drop it next to your names, move the columns over so that if you're in spot 6, it's going to be every 6. So if you're in 6, you're going to get 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. I'm not going to try to do the math on the other ones, but you guys get the drill. So 5 times, best of luck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I got Diamondbacks down to the Guardians. We're going to copy. And paste. Let me move these columns over. It's the finest auto 2 on an image. You know, I think what it is, Matt, I think there's a 1, 2, and a 3. I believe it's the common, uncommon, and rare. I believe that's what it is. That's my best take on it. I feel like I've read that before, but I'm not positive enough to cite it. But I do believe that's what the difference is. And if anybody knows for sure, you can either confirm that or correct me. But yeah, I believe it's for the common, uncommon, rare, just like they have in the cards. So Garrett with the, actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Jason Park has the Giants, Pirates, Braves, Nats, and Tigers. Gerard, you've got the Cardinals, O's, Phillies, Red Sox, and Guardians. And Garrett, you got everybody else. So everybody but the Giants, Pirates, Braves, Nats, Tigers, Cardinals, O's, Phillies, Red Sox, Guardians. Pop up, sorry. Just trying to log me out of something. Any trades? This will catch us up after this. Garrett's saying Ohtani or Judge, let's go. You got Ohtani on, you got both Ohtani teams, don't you? He's got some Angels cards in there too, but you got them both. You got both LAs. You got both New Yorks. Yeah, you got some chaser teams in there for sure. I hope it is. Yeah, I think it's trying to log me out. When we check payments, I think it's trying to log me out for inactivity. All right, let's do it, guys. RCR the Mayo? For sure, bud. We can do that. Jason's trying to get potentially get the Reds. Wants to know if Garrett's interested in getting any of his teams. Giants, Pirates, Braves, Nats, Tigers. So I'm going to go ahead. We know we're going to need them here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the box for the... This is actually my... I think... Yeah, I don't think I've got an open one. Yeah. This is my last 24 Bowman. Like I said, we know we're going to need the packs, so let's go ahead and open them up. And you know what? I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to the order, so let me just do a quick shuffle. There we go. Like I said, you can figure it out from that. You deserve it. Done. Pirates, Reds, 11 for 21. You got it, bud. Pirates for Reds. Reds are with Jason. Pirates with Garrett. Appreciate it. Best of luck to you both. All right. Let's roll it. Good luck, guys. Come on, give me another headliner. I got two cards in this one. We've seen floor in a bonus. We've seen average in a bonus. We've seen headliners in a bonus. We've seen 2 headliners in the same box, so there's not really a rhyme or reason. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're one of the floors in the box. We don't know. So let's crack in and see what we got. All right, I can't tell who's who here, so I'll just go from the back. Barry Larkin, the first auto. That is a red. 50 out of 75. That was one of the traded teams, Jason Park. Barry Larkin on card from Tier 1. 50 of 75. That is on the blue. And then our second one is going to Garrett. Cubs. Michael Bush. Topps black and white. We never got a chance to open any of this. Out of 75, Michael Bush. 3 of 75 from Topps black and white. That is from 24. Dude, those are really nice cards. We got a lot of requests for this product. And yeah, just unfortunately was never able to get a hold of it. But Michael Bush to 75. So that one is Garrett. So you both end up hitting. Let's see. There it is. And then, like I said, for each spot that did not get one of those 2 cards, we've got the we've got the Bowman packs for us. So hang tight. See if we get you a second round. We've got Bush. Oh man. All right, so 1 for each. Garrett and Jason. And then and then I got 4 packs coming out. So Garrett, I got you for 3 of them. And then I got Gerard for 1. If you guys want to pick numbers, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab your randoms. RCR the Bush, you got it, bud. 3, 6, and 7. Gerard's good with a random. All right. 1, 2. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those next two. So those are Garrett's. And then for Gerard, I'm just going to grab one out the middle. There we go. All right, Gerard, I'm going to hit yours first, bud. There we go. Come on. Let's see a hit. I bet you we get an auto out of one of these 4. I don't know why. These boxes, I always get the auto out fast. Prospect power up, Xavier Isaac. Aiden Miller first, and Dernish Valdez. We'll take the Miller, but just on a base chrome. One of the better prospects out of the class. But it is all base. All right, and then Garrett, good luck, bud. I got you for Trace. Even the big shot. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. We never saw, we never got an offer on it, like from anywhere, not just from the distributors, but like we've got, other breakers, other card shops, other wholesalers out there that we interact with. We never even had an offer on it. Ramon Landaeta, first on a Lunar. Ryan Burrows first, and Brian Acuna. Come on, come on. Jackson Chourio to 50. There we go. That's more like it. 30 out of 50. Color match. Gold shimmer. Nice one. We'll take that all day. Arjun Namala first on a paper. Nothing wrong with that one either. Ralphie Velasquez and Colson Montgomery. Okay. That's more like it. There's Namala. And Chourio. It's a 50. Sounds good, Gerard. Appreciate you, bud. We'll see you over there. Nice, nice. Okay. One more time. Tyler Soderstrom, Bowman AI. Yohendry Vargas and Cole Foster. So no auto in it. It was wrong, but we do get a Jackson Chourio to 50. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll take that. All right. That is it, guys. I am caught up. So I tell you what, real quick, last call. Finest Percy for 4. No, we can do that. Yeah. We can do a finest at 4. Let's see. Let me put these away. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually loaded up pretty good on finest, so I've got some quantities of it. We had some offers of it out there. We got it. We got it at a good price. When we can get it at a good rate, we try to not necessarily get tons of it, but we try to get enough. We've got some finest. I can break finest. Let me know which one you like here. Garrett, while you're taking care of that, I'm going to just double check football here real quick. Let me see if we've got that last one down. And we do. There. Yours. Sent. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let me update this football list. Football is closed. Whoops. Which box you like? Random box? Okay, perfect. And then let me just comment here. Sorry, 1 second. We're close. About to finish the baseball stream now. One box left to open. We'll verify payments here shortly. Please, if you haven't already, let's get payments in. So, get started. You're not a robot, right? Nope. Venmo just started doing this prove you're not a robot thing. It's so annoying. All right, Garrett, we got you, bud. M's getting shut out through 7. We need some good vibes. Seahawks hitting Manny's break. There we go. See if we can double them up. All right, you know my rule. If I'm going, I'm going 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Best of luck, man. Come on, let's get it going. We gotta overcome the shutout. Start the rally. All right, here we go. Yelich, McCutchen, Wagner, Amador, Gleyber Torres, Checker, Hunter Green to 125. That's 108 out of 125. Dylan Cruz on a rookie checker. Okay. Ha-Seong Kim debut. Petey on a refractor and O'Neal Cruz base. Who the Mariners got tonight, Garrett? And I'm assuming no calling to pinch hit just yet, right? For our newest MLB member. At Tampa. At Tampa / Yankees. Freeman, Walker, McLean, Castillo, Edgar Cuero, Cody Bellinger. Christian Campbell, checker. Trey Sweeney, arrivals. Brooks Least, 125 out of 150. And then Isaac Paredes. No call up for the pinch hit. But he is going to actually be in the batting order tomorrow, right? You said it's Ford that got called up, right? Catcher? Christian Campbell, Dylan Cruz, base rookie. Willie Adames, Jackson Churio, Kevin Alcantara. Justin Morneau to 125, getting the legend. 2 out of 125. He's got a nice auto, too. I don't think I've pulled a Morneau auto before. Nice. Dude, we'll take that one. Nothing wrong with Justin Morneau. Luke Keyshaw, checker. Creators, Paul Skeens. Thomas to JC debut, and Rhett Lauder. Ah, that's frustrating, man. That's annoying. Well, looking forward to seeing what he's got. Yeah, we've been chasing him for a while. All right, next up. Come on. Come on. Here's your Fitz, Jackson Holiday, Junior Caminero, Mike Trout, Brent Rooker, McCutchen, Gunnar Henderson. 159 out of 300. It's on a uncommon. Christian Campbell, Creators Bryce Harper, and then Dustin Harris. Gunnar. Come on, come on. 7-0 bad guys. Ugh. Brooks Lee, Rafi Devers, Francisco Lindor, Ketel Marte. Another auto coming. Justin Henry Malloy, Dylan Dingler. This one a rookie. So a legend and a rook. 27 out of 99. Tigers rookie, Dylan Dingler. Jacob Wilson. There we go. 215 out of 250. We'll take that one. On an uncommon. Nice rookie. Brooks Lee, Creators. To 50, Drake Baldwin. 10 out of 50, Arrivals. Carlos Correa. Good pack. Let's see if we get another one with an extra. J-Dub. Drake Baldwin to 50. And Dingler on the auto to 99. One more. Come on. Let's get an extra. Jackson Jobe, Jaron Duran, Matt Shaw, Jackson Merrill, Zach Veen, rookie. James Wood to 35. Let's go. Dude, dropping one for that. Six out of 35. I know you had the Nats in the main break, but you get them here too. To 35, green James Wood. Let's go. Dylan Dingler again to 150. 73 out of 150. Finest timelines for the Jays. Joe Carter, Chase Dollander, refractor, and Kobe Mayo, base rookie. Getting some big wood. To 35 on the wood. Nice hit, bud. Just sleeve these real quick. First Morneau. Nice, man. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's the first one I've pulled. I don't think I've hit Morneau before. Got Bush and Big Wood tonight. Oh, that's really funny, man. I'm gonna have to get you to help me come up with a fantasy football name. Let's go. All right, we got Drake Baldwin to 50, Gunnar Henderson to 300, Brooks Lee to 150, Hunter Green to 125, Dylan Cruz, rookie checkerboard. Dylan Dingler to 150. Jacob Wilson to 250. James Wood to 35. Dylan Dingler on the blue auto to 99. And a Justin Morneau auto to 125. Not bad, not bad. Handful of other notables. Of course, all the base. Get that added to your stack, bud. Circumcised Penix. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Did you? Okay, I gotta ask. Did you? I mean, I'm assuming you got both guys on the roster, right? Did you draft one and then draft the other just so you could use the name, or did you happen to have both and you're like, all right, this is too good? because that's pretty good. Neither, huh? All right. Well, here, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Neither one got drafted today. Well, yeah, I guess that would make sense. Definitely wouldn't expect Penix to get drafted. I think Kirk went in one of my leagues and not in the other. I know he went yesterday's, but it's all my brothers. We're all Jags fans. There's four of us in there, so I'm pretty sure one of them picked up Kirk. I know he's not a Jag now, but I think it went to one of those. Just a little bit of a homer pick. It was one of those junk rounds, but. Cool. Well, guys, listen, I'm going to hop off here so I can start setting up for football. Give me a few minutes. Yep, sounds good. Garrett, appreciate that, man. Thanks to everybody for hopping in this one tonight. Congrats if we were able to get you hit. If I wasn't able to get you hit, we'll try to get you guys on the next one. Take care. I will see you guys with a fresh break tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.